Live to win. They lost in game 3 against Live to win with the +4 CK, and it looked good, but it wasn't enough for a victory here. So, SpiderPigs is playing their first CK of this entire tournament. I've never seen him play the CK before. So you say offlane, I'll agree with you. We'll see what this offlane CK brings to the table. It's a long stun. What else?
It's just the whole idea of the Ags, right? Again, it's an untouched hero for the patch. The Ags, that cleanse, that dispel, sorry, that you get throughout the entire map, very good. But also, let me just do a quickly Control F Chaos. Oh god, yeah. Oh, his Chaos Bolt is so weird. So basically, now with your Aghanim Shard, when you throw a stun at someone, it creates a Chaos illusion on that hero as well. So not only are you stunned, but you're also taken down this by a CK illusion. Oh, Brame with the instant Lycan pick. Very good Lycan pick. This is a very scary lineup. They've got the push now from Fury and DP and Lycan. SpiderPigs have no tower defense. And with this AA pick, it was a response to the DP, and potentially that's where that flex was coming in from that Venge, if they're going to have some quirky, maybe 4 Venge, 5 AA or something. But they really need some strong mid lane that can do wave clear. Kunkka, an amazing ban. Hard counters the Lycan. He has the wave clear, the X to keep him back. Lycan doesn't want to buy BKB. And thinking of what other noob heroes that might be good, repellents of aggression. Maybe I think Pangolier. You might want to take away the new Pangolier as well.
5 seconds remain.
This is interesting as well, considering Lycan being picked up. DP, which has been seen in the off lane, has some teams played as a carry even, or just like through the safe lane position and in mid. And then you've got Lycan who can also go mid, and this is also a hero that Wish would like to play. He can play either of these, the Death Prophet or the Lycan. The NP has flex, the ET has flex. This is one of those flexible Brame lineups again. I think
it's flexible, but the meaning of the draft is still present, right? Like you still know that it is gonna be doing its thing. It's that push. It's that constant ability to pressure you. And SpiderPigs, the last time they played Medusa, they weren't able to defend their tri-camp. They weren't able to keep her in that game and give her that real kind of support network that she needs. So it is going to be potentially difficult again with these type of heroes, and they need like Brame ban up Puck, and I really feel like SpiderPigs will most likely be going for a Pangolier. It just feels like the only hero that Noob plays right now that could be this anti-push. Maybe Ember, but it's so weak. How do they round out their draft? You mentioned flexibility. It's, in my eyes, I expect it to be just... Actually, no, yeah, like you said, it's the Fury, could be the carry, could be... No, sorry, the offlane or the mid, the 5 DP.
Seconds remain.
They have 40 seconds of reserve time. Yeah. Go on.
I was just thinking because Brame has been pulling off these drafts where they are mixing up with a lot of heroes being capable of going pretty much anywhere. I think that was with the draft we saw. Was it yesterday against Live to Win? Let me look at that. So they had the Earth Spirit mid with Phoenix, Enigma, Ursa, CK. So it's like these guys can go pretty much anywhere. So I think what they're doing here is the same thing. SpiderPigs is a very open lineup. They have very strong laners on Brame once again. We've talked about strong lanes. We will continue to talk about strong lanes for Brame.
Very
this
strong.
last pick, though...
Ooh, okay.
So now I'm really looking at this mid like an offlane DP with support ET, Nature's Prophet. I might be wrong, but this is how I see it.
Well, the thing is that you don't need, like... You see it one way, but it doesn't really matter because like these heroes can go in all lanes, right? The troll can go mid, can go carry, the Lycan can go mid, go carry. Like they're gonna decide when they see SpiderPigs heroes. So that is the key, easiest way to describe it. It's just they can decide lanes when they need to. But the overall idea of their draft is just overwhelming pressure. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. Wait, Skylark Lycan. Okay, offlane Lycan, safe lane troll. Okay. Mix things up a little bit.
Oh yeah, this Batrider though, it's like the way that you can counter a push lineup is either punish the lane so that they never get confident enough to push.
Yeah.
Or you have that D push and team fight. And SpiderPigs are like, well, we don't really want to all in on one hero being that D push. So let's just try and win our lanes, hey lads. So they're gonna have these, strong lanes, CQ plus AA, Venge plus Dusa, Batrider against mid, and they're gonna hope that they're able to just win their lanes and offset Brame's ability to group up. Because if Brame do group up early on, SpiderPigs don't really stop this.
10 seconds.
Yeah, not really. They just need to buy this time for the Medusa. Get Thug online. Just one of Thug's go-to heroes with this team, that they protect this Medusa all the way till the end. They've got some good high ground defense at least, but I don't think SpiderPigs ever want to be in that position because, I mean, I guess they might even want to be like an eternal defense where they're actually not too far behind against Brame because, you know, the Lycan, he has a bit of difficulties going up straight into 5, kind of like a Slark. You never want to really 5v5. You just want to pick off singular heroes. I think we've seen too many prime examples of a Troll Warlord ulting and getting stuck on the high ground and dying there. So,
aggro to tier 4s, yeah. It gets rough.
So there's difficulties for Brame. I like the way that they can work this out, how much damage they have, how they can kind of like... I had this Power Rangers kind of mindset where they just unite. But SpiderPigs can be very, very strong as well. I don't think I really know who's going to win this one.
Well, the thing is, I think Brame has draft advantage by like 70 to 30, just because they have this overwhelming amount of push and presence that if one lane gets countered, i.e. the Batrider, they still have that Fury and presence, they have the DP presence, they still have the Lycan. You know, there's so many forms of push that Medusa, of course, eventually sitting in a high ground, defending these tier 3s, she will be the absolute raid boss. But I think if Brame just play out that slow early game, don't get crushed by this attempt of aggression from Medusa Venge, CK plus AA, they can just have a strong timing of take that first Roshan, instantly Baron into high ground with, you know, all this Zoo, right? It's just the Zoo strat, the Lycan, the Furion. And yeah, I think I do favor Brame's draft, but maybe there's a small chance that Thug can find that farm, can protect his tri-camp, get that ancient farm, and, you know, there's so many clowny items in the game now. Hold on, let's see. Are there any good items for him to buy?
Yeah.
I don't think there is. There's not really Medusa items.
I'm just loving the chat going on right now. I mean, I talked yesterday. I talked with LeBron after their game, and I was just commending him about the clip, about the good luck, have fun after they got first blood. And now he gave it at the start of the game. He gave an instant tip to the Nature's Prophet, and Spartan is complaining about he can't hear anything. And now he's just calling him out, like, if you played pubs, you would know your audio's not working. It's like,
yeah.
Where's your practice, boy? This is unofficial.
Let's do a quick update on the fact that the game, first of all, starts at nighttime. That is a really amazing change to the game, in my opinion. The bounty rune contest, the high ground advantage that you had, really made the early bounty rune contest quite boring. But now the game starts at nighttime. It forces, you know, a little bit more careful play. Maybe teams will look towards actually smoking properly for aggression. We saw at the tail end of the previous patch, a lot of 4 or 5 man smokes, but now it's nighttime. Unless you're some Bane or some Night Stalker or Night Vision based hero, Slark, for example, as well, Luna, that's when you're going to be like, do we really want to walk up this high ground and try and steal this rune? Maybe not, but my God, I love this change. This is probably one of my favorite changes, I think. And it's only because it's like the only map-esque change, right? The nighttime.
Yeah, that was a thing. I even posted on Twitter today. I wanted 3 things from the patch, and one of them got close. I wanted, I've been wanting this for like 2 years. A combination item between the Orb of Venom, the Blightstone, and the Windlace. Well, I got 2 out of 3, so I guess I should be happy in a sense. But no map terrain changes, no mini-map changes. Like, this thing here, you're starting to look a bit outdated in a sense, in my eyes. It's never really changed at all. The actual bloody box in the left bottom corner, like, give us something new.
To it?
I wanted something radical for this patch. Because, to be honest, that previous patch was starting to feel really boring. It really needed something completely new. Focus, meanwhile, LeBron gets a first blood. DNC is dropping low too. But AA is going to live. They're just going to punish this Nature's Prophet as much as they can. Hold feet. Nice stuns. Yep, that's 2 kills.
That Venge stun, it flies so goddamn quick. What the I know I was quoting that the Venge projectile change had been increased, but it went from 900 to 1350.
1350. Yeah. Have you ever played with the world editor?
I haven't.
With Warcraft 3.
No.
I've done a lot of stuff with that when I was like, what, 11 years old or 10 years old. So I messed around with projectile speeds a lot. Plus 400 projectile speed is massive. It's absolutely massive. That is like, it takes away so much from your reaction speed.
And the again, we got to look at how we actually laned it on Brame. We mentioned it during the draft. It is going to be the off-lane Lycan, the mid DP, and then the carry Troll Warlord.
Yep, carry Troll, off-lane Lycan. think the only offlane Lycan player I've actually seen will play Lycan up till now is who's the SA guy? Lelis.
Oh, SA. Okay. Kezu did it a little bit with Chaos.
Yeah, Kezu's done it too. Yeah, but I remember Lelis played a lot of Lycan this summer in the offlane. He was the one who was always DP and Lycan off.
The idea of the hero, especially in offlane, it's you are pretty tanky with your Feral Impulse with the built-in regen that you get, but you activate the entire draft because you're playing in the offlane, you get that early Necro, you force everyone to react to that safe lane, and then suddenly your safe lane is being like completely opened up and free of any pressure. So if it's in the right draft, it can do a lot of work. And for this draft of Brame, they don't care about having an offlaner that can team fight and that can scale into the late game because they just need to have good lanes, early items, and with 1-2 items, they should be pressuring every key objective.
Down now, stuns connecting in bottom. Trying to get the cold feet onto the Troll Warlord. He gets the miss, jets out, NP will finish off DNZ. Mitch also driven in the trees, slowed up by the throwing axes. 2 more hits should do. Okay, make it 3 since it's the Troll actually dishing out hits. It should be a dead CK. He's got mana. Soon for Mango to get a stun out, but I don't think he wants to use it. So Focus will pick up 1 kill. Spartan gets 1. Good start for the Brame safe lane as well.
I really want to see Furion by the Ag Shard. It's not that... It's so clowny because when you use Sprout, you kill the Sprout using your Nature's Call, which creates the treants. But the first 2 trees that get killed from Sprout become like the big creeps. You know when the old Ags, when you kill a hero, you get the big treant?
Yeah.
You get 2 of them. So you now just split push as a Furion, and you can auto create just 2 big boys and push out a lane. Like, it's actually insane on position 5. Like, for 1400 gold, that's bonkers.
It is pretty bonkers. I was talking about that in the draft as well. That's something that I like, that they're bringing out some old stuff combined with something new. Because it used to be the old Ags buff indeed, but now it's just added into the Sprout break, which is like, alright, we've never actually thought about that before. That can you really utilize the Sprout like even further? Yes, you can. Which is like, you kill a tree with a Quelling Blade, oh, you're blocked. No escape for you, sir. That actually makes Sprout massive for like, when you're trying to chase up a Sven or, well, not necessarily Sven, he's like, he was the hero for the last patch, probably not the hero for this patch. But example given, like a melee hero who needs a Quelling Blade to get out of Sprout against NP. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck, and you're just going to be yelling, Artur or Peter, get me out of these trees. And then you're just blocked by a big-ass treant.
Dude, it's so good. But dude, the shards in the game, like, they're so weird. Some heroes have, like, just garbage. And then other heroes are like, this is only 1400 gold, what? Like, I think there does need to be a couple, of course, after the patch does get a couple games in it and you see what's happening, but there are some shards that really do kind of look a little bit better than others. Like, look at Lycan, for example. Creates 1 wolf to walk down each wave at random. Whoop-de-woo, you know? Like, what... We saw that previously. Yeah, exactly. It's just bad.
It's bad in a sense. It does give like a tiny bit of extra push, but at the same time, it's a plus 20-minute item. It's not like you can rush it in the first 7 and have like this crazy push going on while Focus is in trouble. Still 6 seconds for another stun from Mitch. I don't think he wants to go out too far. DNZ doing a lot of damage here. Now he's actually trading onto the Nature's Prophet, and Troll has a salve up. He's healing up really fast. DNZ, root, no. Bad roots.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
Wins the game.
Bad boots.
What we usually call with my friend who's he loves to play Lone Druid, or actually used to love Lone Druid a lot. So we were always like bad bear, no root. In terms of CS, however, Brame triple lead, 33 picked up on the Death Prophet so far, and Wish is getting some help from his buddies. They're trying to gank a level 5 Batrider with no lasso. Stamanan is coming in, Spartan is here, Exorcism is used. No teleports coming in from SPigs yet. They have 3 available. The Medusa, the Venge, and the CK. No AA though. Gonna get to push this tower down, but is there gonna be any movement anywhere else? Venge is coming mid. Lycan is left alone in top with the Medusa. AA still got like half a minute of a cooldown. He's been walking all the way from bottom. Is he going to be too late for this? Wish is still chasing LeBron all the way under the tier 2 tower. LeBron is dead. Too late for the party. Spartan tanking. baiting. He's got this Batrider inside the Sprout. 2 seconds for Firefly. 5 HP. Doesn't get away from the hands of Stomanen. Brame find 2 kills and a lot of damage onto this mid tower, but most importantly, mid bat dead.
Yeah, but this is the weakness of SPigs draft right now. They don't have this natural tower defense. You see how they bring the Avenge in the AA mid? It's in the hope to try and pick off the over-aggression, but the simple damage done to tower, they can't mitigate that in any way. And then also, think about the side lanes that you have. A Lycan, very independent, can farm up against the Thug. Level 6 Lycan to a level 4 Medusa. Like, Thug's probably just going to die here.
Yeah. To get the body blocks out. Don't quite get any of the mobs in front of the way, but at least Medusa slowly getting burnt down. Thug's courier dies in the process. Thug himself dies as well. That's the first shapeshift giving some results.
Great results. Like, you've already taken, 80% of mid tower, and top tower should fall the catapult wave. No one can TP up here. This Batrider, he needed a much better game to be able to dictate the tempo of the game, but DP, a very, very good hero against Batrider. That Siphon, that additional heal you get, it really does offset the annoyance of what a Batrider brings. So that's what you see. He's dwarfing the 1400 gold on top of the bat.
They're trying to get this NP kill though. 2 stuns, both connecting. He can't get the Sprouts off in time. He's just gonna die. This is just insane. Absolutely crazy damage output from the CK stun to the cold feet to even more chilling touches being thrown in. A couple reality rifts. Man, this NP, even though he's got a lot of armor, 900 HP, these 2 below level 6 heroes can just kill him in the duration of 2 stuns.
Yeah, but luckily for Brame, it is the Furion, right? Like,
it is the Furion.
But it is a tad silly, like you just said, but it's a tad silly killing a single position 5 Furion. Are they really pressuring anything? Not so much. That is, maybe they start chipping at this tower.
It's the money advantage if they can keep on getting more and more of these pickoffs. Spartan is just instantly teleporting back, and this is one of the positives. So,
that's very bold.
Well, it is bold indeed, but this time he'll live because focus is around. He's going to take a lot of damage. Stomanen comes in with the stomp as well. And DNZ, I think he's going to be as lucky this time. Even pops a Fairy Fire. Or was that a Mango even? That was a Fairy Fire. However, Stomanen, Noob is here. Still keeping the chase up. He's got a stomp available. He wants to use it. Flame Break doesn't break it though, but he's going to burn.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Burn, baby, burn.
But that is like recovery kill. Killing him again in the top lane.
Oh, that's the bigger one. That's the bigger one.
Already a 3k lead at 9 minutes. Venge dying as well mid to Wish. Skylark is stealing the stacks in the top part of the jungle.
That's you.
It's a little bit rough for SPigs right now. They really need to try and get the AA, CK, and Bat to make some plays together. Even chuck the Venge in there. We'll get a 4-man rotation. Get it deep, get it bottom, and allow that Medusa to farm the tri-camp behind, because Medusa, she can't be top alone. They need to start trying to fight.
Smoked under a ward.
They did.
DNZ dead been spotted. This will instantly backfire. Also with what I was thinking about was yesterday when we talked about SPigs, when they looked like, this doesn't look like the team we're used to seeing, the level that they've been playing at for like the last month. Though if we reflect it to this game, you can't really apply it the same way, because this is more of a drafting fault. You've kind of put yourself in the position that you're just you're playing responsive throughout this entire game pretty much. So you can't really reflect that same kind of mentality. We thought, yeah, okay, that's another smoke, but this time this is spotted by SPigs actually. So they're good ward spots, and Stomanen and Wish have been detected, and Wish, yeah, okay, he realizes. Mistakes have been made. Still.
And finally, SPigs are able to actually try and get something on the map. They're pressuring this bot tier 1, and then Brame are like, wait a second, why? How are we allowing them to hit our tower? We're the ones in the lead. So they flood down bottom under the cover of smoke. Caught by a scan though. They are ready.
So the scan and the smoke detection with the Obs Ward in mid. They're using Mitch as a bait. He's a tanky
meanwhile, Thug is just desperate in top lane. Skylark is positioned with that Necro 3. As soon as this fight breaks up bottom, top tier 2 falls. And that's Brame's game plan. Overwhelming presence in one lane, Lycan in the other. They're playing 4v5, but because of the Medusa, it will only ever be a 4v4 in the big fights.
Dire's top tower is being
Alright, Reality Rift comes out. AA Blast available. Troll Warlord Biz seems to be the target. They're going to get through the carry. He pops his ulti just in time, though. The Earth Splitter's going to miss completely, and Skylark actually teleports to join the fight instead of going for the Medusa, and finds Noob. Now onto LeBron. The Vengeful Spirit will also take a punishment from these Necro units. He will fall as well. 3 heroes dead, and onto the push from bottom. Exorcism still is going to be running for a few more seconds, so I think they should get this tower.
Yeah, the Lycan at the start of that fight, he could have gone for top, but he saw Focus get completely like locked down at the start, and he was like, wait a second, he might die here, and then SPigs might be able to win the fight. So Skylark, because of that troll getting instantly jumped, maybe dying to that AAO, he TP'd in just to cover that response.
It's that split-second decision when Skylark's like, oh, my team needs a carry. I could be that carry. He teleports bottom and he takes that roll. 4-0-1 right now, looking good for starting this game, but Noob is coming in from the other side, gets the lasso onto named Skylark. LeBron is dead though, Mitch finding a stun, and they're gonna burn this Lycan to death. He finds a... He kills the Bat Rider with his Necro units. The Necro unit died in the fire, killing the Bat...
So strong. Alright.
Casualty ends.
Has anyone got the shard in their quick buy? Like, realistically, you can't buy shard first item. It needs to be... Yeah, it's 20 minutes, right? But, like, everyone needs 1 or 2 items, and at 20 minutes, I want to see who is victim to new patch-itis, i.e. they think it's really good, but in reality, just buying a stat item is probably better. And that's what the shard will be. It will be a debate for some players, and it will be godly for others. And in this game, the only hero I think you can buy it on and feel pretty okay is maybe the Furion, just with that split push potential.
Really? I would have said DP.
The DP, the minus armor, it is okay.
It makes it do more damage, and it gives you armor, and allows you to frontline.
It's the siphon, yeah.
It's the siphon, yeah. Which is nice. It's not necessarily the best. It's really good for like later parts of the game, definitely, because it gives you that extra durability, so to say. Yeah. You just build your HP pool, get more armor. Venge kind of falls off because of that, and then the Medusa doesn't hurt too much. But do they really need a frontliner when they have Lycan? That's the thing. Troll, DP, Lycan, all these 3 heroes, they're just like ready, set, go, and they will come at you. So it's not like DP has to be the frontline attention.
I swear, Vengeance could be really fun against, like...
Could be.
Oh, it's only for hero, though. Okay, because it steals 25%. Does that mean... I haven't checked it, but I guess it literally just removes 25% of Brame's damage, and then obviously gives it to the Venge. So, imagine they're, like, jumping the Medusa. You wave a terror, like, 3 heroes. They lose a quarter of their damage. That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
That could be... For a non-committal spell, which is Wave of Terror, that could be interesting.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
I'm just looking at... Why was Oh, yeah, never mind. I was looking at Medusa minus damage when the Venge was still nearby, but that was because of the split shot.
The split shot, yeah.
Stomanen smoking up aggressively. SPigs don't have an idea because they don't have a ward in their topside jungle. So if Stomanen manages to scout someone out here with this ward, he does, and his team should follow up. Instant ulti from Skylark, realizing the moment, and they're going to seize it. DNC, the stomp connects on 2. They've already taken down the AAA. LeBron is low. They find the lasso onto Spartan, though. Spartan's not the best target. This is the +5 NP we've been talking about. It's not the prime target. Thug, Stone Gaze, teleport home, stuns Skylark's Lycan, allowing Noob to maybe... No, sniped by Wish.
Just how do SPigs stop Brame from running at them? Like, Spartan, he just keeps TPing in, and he's tanking up, like, that one key spell, right? The lasso, or a Chaos Bolt, or a Venge Stun, and suddenly, SPigs have no way to stop his run at you. They do find Skylark there.
Yeah, they get the AA debuff. Earth Splitter comes through. Doesn't connect onto anybody else except DNC. Mitch will get the kill on Skylark. Tiny bit of comfort, but
and this is the only play that they can make, pretty much. Unless they find like this amazing pickoff where Brame Hero runs up high ground by himself. They are looking for the post-fight relaxation of Brame where, you know, Skylark lingers around too long. He mistimes his ultimate and maybe thinks he has ult for another 3 seconds, and suddenly he's out of position with no move speed. Lycan traditionally doesn't really have much move speed outside of his ult. And now, SPigs, it's still, they're like clawing themselves into the game. And it's 4v5 the entire time. Where's the troll been? He's just been farming, hasn't he? Look at him, Battle Fury, 16 minutes, treads, nearly completed either the Basher or the Yasher, depends which one way he wants to go. Yeah, this game's looking very cozy for the side of Brame.
The Basha and the Yasher.
I was trying to combine it, but it just creates the same word. They both have Asher at the end of it.
Yeah. I was just thinking about the caster curse. I don't even remember what it is, so I'm actually happy I might have actually bypassed that moment that I don't even remember what we were chanting yesterday or the day before. I'm just having a look at the Ag shards. Because there was one item. I'm going to open the shop right now for you people to see. So there's one item I was looking for. What was the hood thingy? Eternal Shroud. This technically makes you into a Medusa. You absorb 400 magical damage, and then you convert the damage taken into mana. So, yeah, it's kind of like a Medusa, but it's kind of not like a Medusa, because it gives you mana for the damage you take.
Like, the thing, I just hate how neutral items already were, like, super weird in the game. And I just got used to seeing all of them. And then they introduced all these new ones, and it's like, the garment of the cloak, the trickster of the thing. It's like, what robes what, mate?
But this is a regular item.
What item's that now? Hold on, wait, what?
This is a regular item. This is Eternal Shroud, which is built from Voodoo Mask and Hood of Defiance and a 1.1k recipe. So it's a 3.2k item with magic resist HP regen, spell life steal, and then the reverse Medusa shield, basically.
Right. Who is that even good on? Like,
I was thinking Medusa because you get extra mana and you already use mana to keep yourself alive. So it's like
the thing is though, a BKB is just better.
Yeah, technically.
It's 3.2k. Like, this item's mainly for your potentially your offlanes, like a Bristleback, for example, would do very well. Spell life steal, creep life steal, regen. You then gets converted back. Yeah, I think Bristleback would love this item. Other than that,
nice.
It kind of feels weird.
Talking about like how the Diffusal Blade is such a great item against Bristleback. I remember like TI finals where Gyro went Diffusal just to burn the mana pool. That could actually be very useful on a Bristleback. And I think somebody posted, was it Clairvoyance or was it somebody else who posted on Twitter yesterday about 3 or 4 items favoring Viper. So this should be the Viper patch right now.
As if it wasn't the previous patch.
Yeah, as if it isn't like always.
What happened to Viper? Never took some mana increase early on, but not better later game. And wow.
Well, meanwhile, Roshan will be snatched by Brame. This is going to be going for focus. Skylark could technically pick it up himself, but it's better on a troll. Lycan's kind of like a one-way machine. You pop your ulti, and that's about it. Nice to have it on the troll. 2 lives, have an extra chance for Battle Trance. Talking about Battle Trance, I kind of like the Ags buff here, which is the global aura attack speed.
Sorry. 1 minute warning, Twitch chat. 1 minute warning.
1 minute warning.
In
okay.
1 minute, we might be getting to see some blessings. I repeat, some blessings.
I hear Skylark ulting, and he's found a noob. And has he found the noob? Because the noob is TPing away.
Dude, no one has... Alright, AA has blessing in his quick, but what did that do? Basically a shitty radiance that you place on the ground. Also, I'm so sorry, BTS. I have no idea if I'm allowed to say the bad words. I've said 2 bad words this cast. Very sorry.
Absolute hostility. Focus pops his ulti though. He'll take a man fight to Mitch and he finds the right CK. He's gonna blow this CK up. While Noob gets the lasso and Wish is gonna cliff the DP. No, he doesn't. He just moved at the most crucial moment. He moves the DP away. And
but now
pops his
Thugs in the
BKB. Meanwhile, LeBron just gets slapped away by Stoman. And meanwhile, Focus takes down DNC. Medusa's gaze to safety.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Skylark continues to spit fish.
Yes, he does. Did he? No, he didn't take any objective. Meanwhile, okay.
No,
so,
he's literally just vibing out here.
Yeah, vibing indeed.
Spider Pigs, this is... I don't say this often, but they have been thoroughly outdrafted. And
they have.
That is the TLDR of this game. Medusa has, to be fair, she is she's doing pretty damn well. She has a bleeding butterfly.
Yeah,
she can become that big tower defender. And this is where Brame, even though they had the confidence of this outside portion of the game where they get to flood the tier 2s, maybe if they muck up a couple high ground sieges with this Medusa, the game can swing back in their way. Spartan get picked off is the start of that. Dude, that travel time is so majestic for Venge.
It is. It's good. This time the Stomp only catches the Batrider, but for Brame, they already have the distance required. They're going to sack their +5 NP. Get the rest of the team back to safety. They still have the Aegis for themselves. Readying up their BKBs. What big item time is? DP has lined up an Ag Shard.
Yeah, the whole idea for that is, like we just mentioned, you get given that bonus armor, so when she is jumped, she'll be able to tank up a bit, mitigate that Venge presence, and DP naturally always has issues with armor. So yeah, it's a nice idea. She's going to be experimenting, seeing if the blessing really does help out or not. But the lack of blessings, come on guys, the patch just got dropped. Have a bit of fun for once. I know there's money on the line, but sheesh.
Sheesh. That's it. Well, at least if Medusa can get Scotty, maybe SPigs have a fighting chance. Mitch is going to have to tank a 3-man gank squad. There's just nowhere you can run from these lads.
Yeah, noob instantly like, alright, Mitch died. Alright, I gotta skip waves. But they're like, oh, there's already a wave bottom. What do we do?
That's true.
DP has ult in 3. Troll has Aegis.
There's a buyback on the CK, but it's definitely a difficult defense with the Exorcism popped by Wish. I've already taken down the tier 3 tower. CK buyback comes in. And where's your moves? Where's your initiation? Who goes in? The Stomp connects on the batter. The swap comes out from LeBron, but the BKB popped instantly by Wish. He's got a lot of people around him. Noob has already dropped down to half HP with Skylark just bullying him around. Meanwhile, Wish, they've already finished off LeBron, who also bought back into this. They've got another CK Reality Rift on Wish, and Wish is down. The Exor's down. And this is a chance. Brame, do they stick around? They're trying to disengage, but Noob has got that lasso. Who does he go for? He goes for the Troll, but he's got that Aegis. He's got that Battle Trance. Not using the first one yet. He's got his Aegis. He will respawn in a matter of seconds. They're trying to get the NP out of the way. They will. Thug. He needs to get way more hits out. Focus being controlled. He's half HP. Battle Trance comes out. Medusa, max HP. They're trying to pull this Troll to the high ground. This is such a classic scenario, but LeBron will go for a dieback. Focus will get stunned up. Reality Rift onto the high ground. Troll is going to die as well. SPigs, they pay a heavy price, but they hold. They hold.
That is the only way SPigs can stay in this game is that type of aggression from Brame. The skipping past the racks, trying to play behind it. Suddenly DP swap deep, already dying. LeBron can just buy back, and that is where the Medusa can become an absolute raid boss. This is the one type of fight you can't lose on. Like, wow.
Did you see how much money Thug just got from that fight? That was more than 1,000 gold. He just got 2 ultimate orbs from one bloody team fight.
He's a big boy. Look at him. He's about to get that.
He's gonna get that Scotty. That's the big difference maker here. The big slow, allowing more abilities from your teammates, allowing more of those fast Venge stunts to fly through.
But that was a fight where Troll, he did have the Aegis, but realistically against SPigs, he needs a BKB to eat through the annoyance of what the AA brings, the CK stuns, Venge stun. There's a lot of annoyance, and especially when the DP dies straight away, the Troll's left on an island where there's other tanky cores already out there. Lycan, the fight lasted so long, his ultimate wore off, and then he kind of became a creep. Brame, they need to be, even when with this big lead, they need to be very clinical in how they approach a fight, because if they go in so haphazardly against his high ground, this lead can go from 12k to 5k. Medusa has Skadi plus 1 more item, and that's where the game could get dicey. But with the lead that Brame has, they should be able to identify their mistakes, clean up their act, and then be able to go again. Because with 12k and the amount of push they have, they just need to force out another key buyback, and then it should be theirs. But SPigs, they have an avenue in this game. It simply is punishing the overaggression of Brame and hoping that Medusa is unkillable, but also can keep just scaling and becoming a unkillable turret for the tier 3s.
Look at Lycan's quick buy. He pumps his ulti as well. He found someone. The dog is sniffing. No. The dog is sniffing. He's found someone. He's found somebody in a smoke.
He just found himself. That's all he's found. A bounty room.
Ooh, bounty. Maybe this is one of those dogs that finds gold in Lapland. That's just a myth.
Oh, I had literally no idea about this myth. I won't lie. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, you know the golden retrievers.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought. Those are the dogs that fetch gold when I was a kid. Literally, I was a dumb kid when I was small.
You were so gullible.
I'm probably still a dumb kid.
I bet you still believed in the tooth fairy, you know.
Wow, wow, that's a new low. All right, Noob scouting ahead with Firefly. He's got focus on the high ground. He's got Wish as well. He finds him. He finds focus. Do they have the follow up? He's very far away. If only he was a little bit closer, they could have actually done something with that lasso. But it was a valiant effort. Noob, he saw his moment, but his team wasn't with him.
I hope no one dies though in this game for another, 7 minutes, so that we get 22, 33, 11. That would be kind of cool. Very nice number pattern.
22, 30. Oh yeah, numbers.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gotta love those numbers. Nature's Prophet holding on a fairy's trinket. Talk about the tooth fairy. Is Spartan the real tooth fairy then?
If he buys a blessing, I'm down.
I see 2 Ag shards at least coming in. We talk about the DP, the Ancient Apparition. Wait, did he change
ET's got one as well.
Yep. ET's got one as well? ET has it. And AA also has his. So let's look at that ET one.
That's so cool. It's the idea that when he completes Stomp, he'll automatically TP to it as well.
Let's see. Skylark's going to do some rat action. I love this. They're pushing bottom, they're pushing middle, they're pushing top, they're pushing everywhere. Exorcism bottom. And you've got a shapeshift in top. Noob is fending off the dog at least. Here comes the glyph at least. Trying to look for the racks. Lycan, he's waiting for his opportunity, but Noob, he's prepared.
The key thing here is fortification has been used. They can just reset, and in 4 minutes 40 time, they have this window to play again.
And they can get.
And that is the key way that they fight now. If they try and barrel down one lane together, Medusa becomes the victor. Especially now that she has Butterfly, Skadi, Yasha, nearly leveled 18. If they continue doing these split plays, it will be good for them. The overall kind of concern right now for Brame is they can do all the split pushing. They can take 2 sides eventually. But what happens when they need to go for that final Rax? When they have to fight up against this rage boss? Like this troll, he needs a BKB, he needs an MKB, he needs an Abyssal. And then... Exactly. But right now, SPigs actually feeling pretty confident. 14k down, but still smoking up.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have to. Somebody's now TPing home. Okay, they couldn't find anybody with the smoke. They're about to lose 1 HP. 1 HP. Sorry for the ping. 1 HP. Sorry, 0%. On the range ranks. So
you did
close.
That caster thing.
I did that. I don't
All the
give
other
a damn.
productions. Actually, no, to be fair though, they probably didn't catch it, so you've done them a service. They'll be like, "Thank you, Panda."
Exactly. That's the thing.
But when
still,
Nino sends you that message, I did tell you so.
Yeah.
You've been a naughty boy, Panda. You're not meant to click it.
Anyway, I mean, the thing is, like, they kind of have to make these plays outside base DNC. All right, well, not like this kind of outside base when they're all spread it out and giving freebies. Skylark, he's gonna go in. Noob's gonna lasso. You're gonna die, boy. You're gonna die. You're not a good dog. You're not a good dog at all.
Run, Skylark.
He's gonna die. Swap comes out and he's dead. The next level trade. Tip.
The space. The 0% racks. It fell, Panda.
It fell. Spartan got it. Okay.
They traded 1 Lycan life for 1 range racks. And for all the Rat Dota players out there, they will chalk that up as a fat worth.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to see Skylark do it with his own wolves though, so he was like min-maxing his own life, but Spartan at least identified the space being created. If SPigs get this next Aegis, this game gets really hard for Brame. Like, actually pretty darn hard. That bottom fight where they threw away the Aegis and never took the racks, it really complicated some things, and some presents lie around
I was looking at that. Somebody's left. Is that like an offering for Roshan? Things have definitely developed since Dire Tide.
It should be like when you go to the rune at the 4 minutes and you don't get the rune, you should be able to open the present and get like, oh well, didn't get the rune, but I got lump of coal or 17 armor, haha,
Ah. 17 armor, would like that. That'd be an awesome present.
I'm trying to think of like
Gambler.
Sorry.
We are now hitting our 30-minute mark. Bounty runes to be picked up. Roshan to be picked up. I was waiting to actually see if, since Roshan walked through the sprouts, because he destroys trees, because he still spawned those treants, but there was no Ag shard yet on this.
No blessing online.
Yeah.
Boo, says Twitch chat. No blessing on the Furin. We want to see the big creep, Spartan.
This is literally like at least for future events, if we ever go to do like DPC or something when we don't do the camera work, because right now I'm just scrolling through my keyboard from 1 to 0, which is basically all my heroes here, and looking for those shards and looking for what do they have. Do they have any new jungle items like Batrider? When did Cloak of Flames drop? He's got this immolation cloak. I didn't see that would drop at all at some point. He's picked it up, and I love it because it just goes in sync really nicely with his Firefly. But that damage will wear off though. 45 per second. What's your take on that? Is it good for late game? Is it bad for late game?
It's just the idea of adding more in, right? Like you have Radiance, which does 60, so you have this. It's kind of like a pseudo Radiance that allows him to actually just push out lanes and it's
just a
cool.
smaller range. Very small.
For sure. Yeah, you have to be on top of the hero, but luckily that's what Batrider likes to do. Roshan falling, second one too. On the side of Brame.
Cheese on Lycan. Aegis on the troll. Spider Pigs. Well, I would stay here if I were them. Ward is placed down. They've got vision advantage. But they also have
Noob jumps him though.
All right.
And misses it. Oh, and
Shapeshift goes through, but all they need is stuns, and that's it.
He's just deleted, mate. He doesn't even get to play dirt at this point.
No, he doesn't. Let's see about the damage. Okay, so quick 1500 damage from this Batrider. Sadly, you can't actually see how much every spell did damage because then you could kind of calculate how much did that cloak do. You can?
Yeah, so click on the Lycan, click on Death Summary, and then hover over the different bars. You can see the time it took to kill him. So he took 39 damage from a right click.
171 damage from the cloak. Okay. That's almost more damage than 6 ticks of Firefly in that short time. So before you have napalm stacks, you're doing a lot of damage. Okay. That's actually very valuable to know.
There you go. So you can really work out why he died. And I think after this, the TLDR is he's dying a lot from the magic damage. BKB could be great, but the BKB piercing lasso is also enabling that 1200 physical damage. So Lycan's in a difficult spot where he can't actually buy any item and feel happy. Maybe he can buy Halberd and BKB and then be in a pretty good spot to at least be tanky again. But yeah, this Lycan has lost his opportunity to go be a hero killer, and his now primary objective in the game is just if he sniffs out a lone building where no one is protecting, he's going to be barreling his little wolfy face into it in the hope to snatch away a Rex.
Bash your head on buildings. Eventually they break.
Yes.
Is that
That's
the mentality?
what Brame have got to, yeah. Brame have got to that point where they're not thinking of dirt anymore. They're thinking about how to get Spider Pigs away from the base long enough to then just instantly rinse the base with all their buildings.
The Rat Dota initiative. Focus, though. Reveals himself quickly. Glimmer Cape by Spartan.
But Lycan right now is like, guys, if you force out this fight, I can maybe ult round.
The longer they stall, the better it goes. But Noob is just going to go right in. Doesn't care. AA Blast comes through. Wish he's already dead. They're going to lose focus as well. The Aegis down. They lost Spartan. This absolute madman Medusa is just destroying them here. Now he gets disarmed. Focus. BKB. He's got Battle Trance up. Stomanen. Where's the Earth Splitter? There it comes. It does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. The buybacks are coming in from Spider Pigs because they need to get some backup for themselves, but Thug's dead. And Mitch is also going to die. Medusa's gone for 80 seconds. Skylark found the opening of the backline.
She just had no mana, and she just got slapped up, and Noob now trying to get in there. Oh my.
Still trying his best. Stomanen is out of the way. Mitch coming in with a buyback. Skylark, no ulti. He's got that cheese. Troll. He's going to try and go man mode.
Swap combo. Not what you want to see, Chief.
Oh, they're taking so much damage here. They're still holding. Skylark's just hugging him. Take the cheese, my friend. Take the cheese. Heal yourself. Go back to full HP. Nicely played by Skylark. You could see that brotherly love come in as he hugs his friend. Take the cheese. LeBron is just going to die.
Oh, body box on DNZ.
Here comes Spartan. DNZ can't get anywhere here, can he? He's got one block. Oh, Spider Legs.
They tried to force off the tree in front of him.
Okay.
But I honestly thought Spider Pigs were going to crush that fight, but then I realized that as I said it, I was like, uh-oh. They may have got the initial kills, but they just haven't been able to protect the Medusa.
We still haven't got the fight recap from the previous fight because apparently he's still going because they're hacking the wolves. Meanwhile, Skylark trying to get his ulti off and he's trying to get out, but he's going to get stunned and he's going to die. Meanwhile, Focus, BKB pop once again, is going to be a dieback on the CK. He's out. 13 seconds for the Medusa to respawn, but they're going to finish off this bottom lane. Get the melee racks, get the hell out of there. Brame, they score a success.
Get your blessing right now, Chief. Get that push going. And also, let's not forget, that was a fight where this DP didn't even use exorcism, sorry. She just died at the very start of the fight.
DC fight recap.
I do.
15k to 25,500 damage.
I see a different fight
25,500 damage and still losing it. Wow. This is unbelievable.
Medusa just needs like one enabling hero now in her team, because if she's out on the island and she goes to 0 mana, of course she's just gonna blow up, and her team just wasn't in position to help her. And it is a product again of SPigs draft, where they initially got a great start to the fight, killing off the DP instantly, but Thug, he committed so heavily to get the DP kill that kind of then fell apart. But Brame slowly chipping away at SPigs. Slowly. This is a painful rat dodo experience in which they're not even ratting at this point now. They're just running in and hoping just to dismantle the lack of team fight that SPigs have.
So Batrider did like 33% or 32% of damage of their team in that team fight. Medusa did half the damage Batrider did. So this is... Noob is actually a massive source of damage with this. This cloak only does like a few hundred every now and then, but it's still almost doing the same amount as a Firefly. Does that mean that Napalm stacks with this cloak? I don't even want to know. Because the Exorcism is used by Wish. The Lincoln's pop. Who the hell has a Lincoln's? I don't even know, but Wish is still looking to die here. Still not a beautiful stop, but just gonna die. Just burns alive, and Noob gets that one. Who the hell has a Lincoln's? Nature's Prophet has a Lincoln's. Okay, that makes sense. He's TPing in. He's TPing in. He doesn't give a damn. He's just being a true alpha. Meanwhile, Focus getting stunned up. The Troll Warlord. He gets his ulti off just in time, but Mitch is trying to make a run for it, but he's going to melt. That Earth Splitter and the damage from Focus going to be enough to take down one. Oh, boy. Another dieback. 73 seconds gone. Wish is also gone for 50 seconds. Spell Prism for Skylark. DNZ's chased up by tier 3. Sorry, Necro 3s. Slowly falling. Spartan's here as well. What the heck is happening? Thug is fighting Skylark, but it's getting disarmed. Noob. Where's it cancels? Don't have it. Skylark finishes DNZ. What a game.
It's like Brame of winning the game. They have that one poor fight. Medusa suddenly gets propelled into getting to play Doa. And now it's like, how do we ever go high ground, guys? It's Medusa, she's just too tanky. The idea of Brame's lineup is to punish the farm needed for a Medusa to come online. She is one of the best counters to, you know, push and aggression, but it's very rough. And Spartan has a Lincoln's completed now.
Noob. Ghost Scepter comes out in time. Misses
but with
the...
no Dispel.
He gets the throwing axis to connect, but he's still moving at 550 movement speed. Now it gets purged up.
Nice blink.
LeBron. Skylark is really bullying him here. Lycan does enough damage to finish off LeBron, and now Medusa with the Batrider. 2 versus 3. Bash is coming out from range hits from Focus. Spartan quickly force staffs away, but his staff doesn't get anywhere. There's more illusions. There's so many illusions. There's nowhere to go. Finally pops the Stone Gaze because the panic mode hits, and I have to get the heck out of here.
This is just Medusa v the world right now. Like, you can see that the way that Brame approached Medusa, it's like, maybe we don't want to. And then the way that Thug plays these fights is like, guys, I don't really want to join it. 'Cause if I die, we lose. So good luck, bye.
It just feels like Medusa's not really doing any damage as well onto these specific targets, because Troll's got 22 armor, NP's got 17 armor, Lycan's got 5 plus 18, making it 23 armor. You've got TP with the Siphon Shard to get more armor. So that Rapier, it has to pay off for Thug. It has to, absolutely has to pay off.
Yeah, like the idea here now is that Rapier, they can at least try and leave base and just push the Medusa into the fight and go, all right now, good luck, bye, have fun, boop. And then if the Troll wastes ultimate, if the DP does get caught by an AO, you know, the Lycan oversteps his mark, they will just die. But Brame have got over that initial hurdle. They have a Lincoln's on the Fury and now to enable the Troll, no more Lasso. They have the DP with the Aeon Disc, so shouldn't be instantly blowing up. Lycan has a halberd to cut out the Medusa. Like Brame, they have these cheap, they're not cheap in any way, but they have these items now to provide an extra little bit of assistance in these fights. The issue is, Brame have to take a fight outside of base. If this next fight is in open area, is Brame favored. If it's fortified by the tier 3s to tier 4s and Medusa just gets to be that chunky little old turret, that's where it's so hard for Brame's lineup to really cut to the backlines. They only have structural pressure. They don't have this big team fight, this big gotcha catch, and SpiderPigs have been playing around that really well, just pushing this back right at the start of the fight, getting all that information, and dragging them to the depths of SpiderPigs' defenses.
There's going to be a big change coming in for SpiderPigs, though, which is going to give them an advantage, and we are talking about the Ags on CK, which is 800 gold short from being ready. It's a big, big item. But what technically is this Ag shard on this Elder Titan? Because
so put it simply, when he finishes using his stomp, it allows him to teleport to where the stomp came off, which basically allows you to toggle which natural order you're using, because the spirit is magic and the hero is physical.
All right. Okay, I thought that auto cast meant that he can just, you know, like rapid fire stomps, like boom, 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 you know.
No,
like,
no, no.
Just
It's
keeps
more
on
like
channeling.
no. It's more like, oh look,
Don't be
surprise! I'm now on top of you, and you're not being blown up by this magic nuke. It's now 0 armor type strategy.
That would be straight up
It's kinda
WTF. Dota WTF moment if that was just a free spell, basically. Anyway, DP, not sure if that courier spotted that there's napalm flying into the pit, because 13 seconds for Roche. SpiderPigs wanted to contest it for Firefly. They see it. They know something's up. Brame instantly backing themselves away, back behind, or in front of the tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, SpiderPigs. Roche is spawning right now. It's spawning right now. It's spawning right now. Do they see it? They don't see it. The vortex is like 1 pixel away. They can't see it.
That's unfortunate.
They don't know Roche is up.
Quick point though, Troll actually has completed his own blessing. That's going to be plus 60 attack speed to his entire team when he uses Battle Trance. So the ET will be slapping, Lycan will be slapping, Furin will be slapping.
Yep.
When they want to lock down that one hero.
I'm happy he built that, because that's what I was looking at the early game. Like, does he want to build it? It was like not like right away. But let's see it in action.
Yeah, the thing is with these blessings, they're always good in theory for some heroes after like 3 or 4 items. You know? It's like it's the poor man's axe, right?
And well, there goes Roshan, there goes the cheese, and was that an Aegis or was that a shard? Because I missed that one.
The Ags. That was an Ags which went on to nope. Lycan, yeah, Lycan has the Ags.
Lycan has the Ags?
Yeah. The difference is now because
you have see the buff.
Yeah, you have the visual now on your Ags, so Lycan just ate it. Yeah. But that's gonna be very scary. The troll with the
okay, SpiderPigs taking the fight right to Brame though. Spartan will be the one to be spotted. He will die, but he can always just buy back right in though. Skylark pops his ulti. There's Mitch. Gonna get stunned up. He's got 4k HP, but that Earth Splitter, he's lost all of his HP. Just one quick crack. As Skylark comes in as well, LeBron in the front line. There's the AA blast coming too, but it's not really going to do enough here. Lycan just might live through it. Medusa, he stopped at the same time as he gets a stone case to connect onto 3. Troll also just popping his ulti right away, getting lassoed up at the same time by Noob all the way in front of the fountain. He's also been bitten by a wolf, and he's just running at max movement speed, but the Aegis goes out. He's got no ulti, he's got no BKB, he's got no save for himself, and Brame ain't even nearby. They're going to lose this Troll Warlord right here, right now.
I'm so confused at the start of that fight where Spartan doesn't get out, he does. Like, they were so out of their base on SpiderPigs. The entire team was being slowed up by this ET, stomped, and then potentially that fight could have started. But the Lycan, he actually decided to commit to the fight. He does it to get the CK kill, but this could have been a mid-Rax. This could have been the hardest Rax to siege on the side of Brame, fallen. And against the SpiderPigs lineup, you just need to slowly chip at the base. Make it slightly harder. Force the Batrider to defend. Force the Medusa to think about it. But no, they actually tried to go for the fight. And then the best thing of all of that, the bitten troll, aka Wolf Form on Troll, he pressed Battle Trance, got lassoed, and he was all the way back at the bleeding fountain. He nearly just killed himself.
And SpiderPigs, what do they do with this rapier now? And Medusa, Skylark has popped his ulti. He just popped it and he's waiting.
Oh, Spartan's now trying to wrap awkwardly.
Yep,
Dire's top
he's
tower
he's drawing attention. Skylark was...
Lackluster.
Okay, this was some kind of combination of the Greeks are talking, Spartan TPing top, and at the same time, you saw the Lycan ulting in bottom. Didn't really go anywhere because there was nothing to go to. But right now, he sees Noob. He might actually go for him at the same time. There's a lot of pinging going on. The Lycan's
He
been
has no
spotted.
shapeshift. He can't.
Yeah,
I know shapeshift lasts a long time, but it doesn't last that long.
it doesn't last that long. Yeah.
No.
Still 40-second cooldown. Not that much of a much of a downtime, so to say. However,
Let's
the
get a new
Medusa
item
rapier.
check going. Do we have any new items built?
Well,
We got the
Well, the rapier
Penta
and the
Edge.
Medusa in the last fight,
new-
but
No, I meant like literally patch new.
patch new items. Well,
Is there anything?
quickly
no,
toggling through all the numbers. Sorry, viewers, it's going to be looking very hectic.
No,
Nope, I don't
no
see
patch. No. Also, you could just open up the scoreboard, right?
Tower is taking damage.
any. Technically, yeah. I mean, F5 does the same thing. But
Well,
I
that's
just want
really
to
hard
look
to
at
look
quick
at.
buy. I want to look at quick buys. That's something that
Oh yeah, that's true.
F5
that's true.
doesn't show quick buys. so
Very
that's more
smart,
important.
very smart. That's why you're the lead production man.
Yep. That's why I've observed maybe
All right,
well
you
way
have to
over
flex on me.
1,000 games.
Yeah, you have
of
to
Dota.
fucking flex on me, aren't you? Jesus Christ, man. Panda, all
But
right,
neutral
all right, we
items.
get it. You're
neutral
a caster,
items.
Panda.
We have a
understand,
penta edge
alright?
sword. We have a penta edge sword, and it's picked up by Troll. Let's talk about this. Damage, attack range, melee only. For
So
a
it's
troll.
just a maim. That's the key thing. It just slows down the Medusa. It provides that kite to come into play, that 20% move speed. Slow. It, yeah, can
And a
be
melee dragon
pretty
lance.
key. And attack speed as well. Wow. Oh my god, it does both. That's really good.
That's really good. Yeah, especially if he's the one hacking the Medusa. That's like a big
Yeah.
punishment right away at the start.
Oh wow, and it also increases attack range. That's nice. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, the attack range is like a melee dragon lance, as I thought it might be. So that's interesting. Anything else on the Spider Pig side? I saw them have an Elven Tunic or whatever that was called. Yeah, Elven Tunic, but it's now picked up by the bench. And then they had the Cloak of Flames has been removed now. So Batrider is holding on to a Flicker. Yeah. You want to have that.
I rate that.
I rate that too. I like that.
I dig that.
Buyback status, everybody else except NP, CK, and Venge. So nothing too special there. Continue watching net worth. I know you guys love buyback status, but right now there's nothing to it. Yeehaw!
I request a 1v1 duel of Troll v Venge.
Troll v
32k v 6k.
Venge. Damn. Is
Let
that
it
fair?
be. Nope.
I mean, the Venge stun is pretty good these days, but it's not that good that it beats a Troll. Unless you keep swapping him around for an eternity.
And see how Brame, they want to play off this bot lane. The lines are being drawn by noobs saying that we have to keep this lane pushed out because this is the simplicity of Brame's lineup. If Spider Pigs ever leave the base and slowly try and make a play, then guess what? Fury and TP's in. Maybe some bots play comes in from another hero, and then they start ratting once again. Lycan can just position himself very deep.
Ooh.
That's a lot of CK illusions, but my
Yeah,
game
that
didn't
wasn't-
lag this time.
And I didn't hear any sound because I was looking at the Batrider and I just see the Batrider having some kind of, I don't know, LSG trip
Fit.
right there for a
Yeah.
second. Now,
my
onto
dude.
Skylark, he finds the target he wanted to go for. Shapeshift comes through, but so does the lasso, holding him in place for now. The AA Blast and a beautiful combo just with these two. Noob and DNC. They just burnt through 3,000 HP in like 2.5 seconds.
Good old E-Blade AA.
E-Blade and AA, indeed. Brame now having to fight short-handed, 4 versus 5. And guess what?
What?
When's the last time we got to see Spider Pigs push an objective? We saw the tier 2 fall when they got that rapier fight, but now they're
technically, like-
finally going as a 5.
Technically the tier 1 top, like 4 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago.
Kind of.
But
But now
are
as
they
a team,
going for the high ground?
because this is like a real setup for actual push.
Yeah, the Lycan's dead. They're going to force out the buyback. What's the buyback status? This is important though.
This is an unbelievable comeback from Spider Pigs if they actually make this
very
Medusa
strong
lineup
hold.
work.
Well, the
But-
key thing is the overextension from Brame, but moving into the high ground
Two
now.
stuns onto the focus troll. He is at 1200 HP AA blast. They're just killing him at range. Forces
had to
ulti,
use his ult.
exorcism. Like can come to the Bible, but look at that beautiful stomp at the back as well. This completely disrupting Spider Pigs. The CK ulti comes through as well, but they're going to force the buybacks. At least the troll will have to use his. The Lycan as well. Spider Pigs trying to go for the disengage. Looks like they might be able to. Skylark is going for a wraparound. He sees Noob. Or does he? He sees the fire path. Everyone from SPigs, they get out. They force the buybacks.
This makes this game so hard for Brame now.
Wow.
They had to use buyback on both the Lycan and the Troll. This gives a big win condition for SPigs. If they're able to get that perfect setup onto the Troll once again, they can just confidently walk down a lane and pressure the end. Like, they have the buyback advantage. The resilience from SPigs.
This is BTS Pro Series Season 4.
All right, mate.
Smoked up. I'm getting pumped up because this is what I expect from these two teams, to give it a real brawl.
Mate. Yeah, this could be the game-winning smoke. If they kill the Troll or the Lycan, they can just confidently go down a lane and end it. And it's all about the BKB discipline from Brame now.
Buyback status. Now it really matters. Only two. Only two. DP and Elder Titan can respawn. Keep that in mind. Those two. Brame. Troll using his... Never mind, Troll's been bitten.
Using the bite. Yep. Onto the...
I was wondering there for a second. Okay, they're making more wolves.
Wolfy action.
Can they find an opening though? Skylark's coming in. Thug's been spotted on the edge of the stairs.
I won't lie, mate. Very anticlimactic.
It was.
I hear two big wolfy sounds and they just stand still. Kind of the opposite of what the spell's meant to do, isn't it?
Your usual reaction when you see wolves roaring is, okay, I should be scared and prepare for something. But right now, SPigs are just like, somebody just forgot a puppy in the trees.
22 seconds and Roshan respawns. If Medusa gets this Aegis, like, first of all, she just doesn't have the inventory for it. She is so slotted. It needs to go onto maybe like the CK or maybe even the Batrider to be more suicidal. But everyone is so farmed on the course now. Other than the CK, I'm not going to put him in the same league as like the other course. He is half the net worth of the
You want to know what this game kind of reminds me? I'm saying kind of because it's not exactly true.
Tread carefully. Tread carefully.
I will tread carefully. This, in a sense, reminds me of every first game I have after a patch, and it always goes plus 60 minutes. And I really... I shite you not. It always happens. It's
so
always like
saying
78
that Brame
minutes.
And SPigs remind you of your pumps. That's what you're saying about these teams.
I'm just saying the duration of the game. That's why I say kind of.
No, I'm just trying. Yeah, no. You're right. This game feels a little bit weird for sure. But they get the Aegis. They have
get the
DD.
axe buffs and everything. Meanwhile, we have lassoed Stomanen's illusion. But who gets the Aegis buffs? Oh, sorry, the axe buff. Medusa has a cold-blooded buff now. When Medusa is targeted with a spell, a single target Mystic Snake is sent back towards the enemy.
What?
Dota tooltip modifier meme level 1.
Radiant has lost their top tower.
So then you pair that with the axe, and then suddenly she's just stunning up people. If you want to target her, But then again, what spells are really targeted in this game for her? Technically, Sprout might activate it if you target on top of her.
That's the thing. She's got both the shard and the axe, so you have.
But
that
like there aren't
snake
spells though. I take it back. There aren't spells.
Oh, he hasn't actually activated the axe buff, have she?
No, I mean simply like there aren't spells for Radiant. Yeah, I know she has, but like there aren't spells for Radiant to literally target on her.
I'm just realizing it myself.
There's non-targeted spells on all of Brame, so it sounds good, but like, eh. Meanwhile, Skylark is looking for a cheeky get me out of this gameplay.
Well, Medusa is definitely a force to be reckoned with right now.
ET has to buy back and somehow delay this if Skylark wants to make the big bold play of
they have Earth Splitter. They don't have Shapeshift for 13 seconds. I think that's also a big piece of their fight missing too. That's the Lycan being able to hit the back line. You have a 4,000 HP CK to worry about as well. ET silence. Here comes the buyback. Silence on 2, Wish frontlining, trying to get a bit from the Medusa. AA Blast comes through, here's the CK ulti, creating a lot of illusions. Aeon Disc pops as well on the Medusa, sorry, on the Wish's DP, and the Stone Gaze comes through. Another swap from LeBron, they're going to control this ET in the backline, and Stomanen will be taken out. Also, we hear the sound of the Refresher popping at the same time. CK is dead, Focus is doing a lot of damage, able to take down one. Meanwhile, the DP coming in with the buyback as well. Thug, he's disarmed for a second, rooted up in the ground. Focus, Skylark, they're trying to surround this Medusa on all sides. The DP comes in, and there we go. That's one, but now you have to go for round number 2. DNC, can he do anything? Can he do absolutely anything? Medusa's being pummeled from all sides. The BKBs have been popped from Wish and Focus. Noob is there as well, but Thug is down. Rapier has been taken by Focus on the Troll Warlord.
And this simply boils down to the fact that SPigs, when they go for this big game-ending push, or at least to try and confidently make their mark in the game, they haven't pushed out this bot lane. They completely forget about that rat potential that Brame have, and Brame perfectly utilize that disconnection with SPigs lineup. You have Batrider defending the base, CK dies and respawns, can't get back into the fight, Venge dies, can't get back into the fight, and then Medusa left on that little old island.
Do you see all these items coming in? We see a Vessel finished on the AA, Refresher Ore finished on the Batrider, Medusa sending a courier to the secret shop. She's got 8,000 gold, enough for another Rapier.
But she can't buy back and Rapier. She has to hope that Brame don't look to try and punish the fact that Medusa... Like, if you're Brame right now, you need to be confident where you can pressure the map, but...
The wolves are hunting. The wolves are hunting.
They're looking for Noob.
They find Noob. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Oh god, he's just dead.
6 hits to pummel through a 3.2k HP Batrider.
Okay, this is the important thing right now. If SPigs are able to hold and Medusa doesn't buy back, you're able to get a Rapier and make a play.
This is all DNC. You've got to be careful. Sparta's already on the high ground. The Lincoln will be popped as well, but the AA Blast comes through, and they're going to take down one. But DNC is just dying to all these creeps right now. Batrider buying back. Venge is buying back, but the Medusa can hold on to her. Skylark with the BKB pop. There you have it. The Reality Rift going for BKB. They've got the Lycan, but they don't get the Troll. They can't get that Rapier away.
Just to clarify, there was the LeBron swap that cancelled the...
Was it the LeBron? I thought it was the Reality Rift, because he has the Pierce spell immunity.
That doesn't cancel TPs.
It doesn't cancel? Okay,
there might have been a Lincolns on him. Yes, there might have been a Lincolns on him. I can't actually remember, but like either way, it was LeBron canceling TP. But it simply, what I was trying to say there was Brame. If they run down that mid lane, they have to respect the idea of that buyback and defense, because now there are 2 dead. The side lanes are pushed in. LeBron, they have another Rapier potentially being shipped out.
Yep.
They have another Rapier.
It's coming on the courier for the Medusa. It's coming on the courier. Meanwhile, SPigs regrouping inside the base, getting the creeps to push in, waiting. Stomanen has done these illusionist cloak plays before. They're not falling for it. They're not falling for it. And here comes Thug. SPigs, 1 step closer. This might just be it. They're going to go for the push onto the tier 4 towers. They have the Exorcism coming in from Wish at the same time. Focus just trying to fend them off away. The Exo, they can wait this. They can wait this out. This is buying time for Brame to get their heroes up, but the Exorcism will be down by the time they really commit for the push. They're going to go and focus onto this tier 4. Meanwhile, at the same time, Mitch pops his ultimate. A lot of illusions once again just going ham. Just so many things in this base right now. The lasso connects onto the Troll, the carrier of the first original Rapier right now, which was belonged to the Medusa at one point. The A on this will pop as well. They're going to take down LeBron. Noob with his BKB. It's about to run out as well. Focus in the middle. Focus is down. Focus is down. The Rapier falls as well. It's on the dick. Medusa double Rapier onto the Ancient, and SPigs. The Glyph comes out as well. They're trying to hold against it. There's no Exorcism left anymore, and DP is trying his best right now. They're controlling the Medusa, but the Ancient is also falling at the same time, and they will do it. They will do it. SPigs, they win this game 58 minutes into the end, and they will snatch victory from Brame.
I think Brame will be kicking themselves for sure, because this was, I kind of joked about it halfway during the cast, but Brame, I said, stop thinking about how to win the game, and we're only thinking about how to try and wrap the game out. And then they stopped doing that, and then they just started trying to fight. And there were several moments where the Medusa had such a large disconnection from her base, which allows for this Lycan, this Fury to really come into play. And I think maybe they could have really forced it, but a couple misplays on the side of Brame, some heroes being out of position, that constant need to try and hit the buildings that rat, and just the scaling of this Medusa. I think that bot tier 3 push where Brame overextended, and then also in the top lane when they had done it again when the troll died outside the fountain. Like, I love the idea of Brame's draft. I love the creativity of just push, zoo, and fight, but just the resilience from SPigs and also Thug, just being able to keep up with farm, that was the saving factor. And you have to give a big shout out to Noob. Just he scaled really beautifully in this game. We've seen some Batrider players before where they soon become a supporting hero, but he really kept up with the net worth. And then the value of this AA, he really threatened the DP and the troll, and it really made for some great explosive pickoffs. But my God, what a weird game. I am very upset we didn't get to 60 minutes. I am very upset we didn't get to see that troll ring thingamajig that makes the hero a lot bigger. But alas, there is a second and potentially a third game. But no, props to SPigs. They were able to deal with that aggression from Brame. But this was a game that Brame lost through their overextensions rather than SPigs doing anything, truly amazing to get themselves in. They just defended really well. They did play that well. They did defend, but for me, when I review this game, it's more Brame just overplayed their hand, and they could have easily have won if they grouped up a little bit better and played around the push that they had built into their lineup. At the point where the Medusa only has Yasha Butterfly, you should be barreling on these towers and just overwhelming your opponent. They weren't able to do that, so props to SPigs for being able to exploit the greediness of Brame or the desire to fight over push. But again, SPigs, they take game one. It was a 58-minute bloodfest, and
yep, this is why we love TeaGuv. He will bring everything through, like the true honesty of how things go.
I'm just living.
I know, I understand. Like that's the thing. Like I'm just living and vibing here, but it's good that we have the reason why we have you here is exactly because you tell how things are. And you're right. They did do one thing correctly, but it was the most important thing that they needed to do was hold their base, keep the game alive, get the Medusa up and running. They did lose that Rapier once, but they were able to recover the Rapier back in the end of the game. But SPigs, game number 1 goes their way. What happens in game number 2? Are we going to see SPigs going in the playoffs? Are we going to see Brame still claw in and fight for game number 3? We'll be back with our BTS Monster Energy Pro Series Season 4 in just a bit.